What's up, witches? Luna the Zen Witch here, and looky, looky, looky. I was just getting ready to shoot an unboxing video, and my husband walked in and handed this to me. Now, I don't have any orders coming, so I'm thinking this might be a wee gifty, eh? Let's see. Yes, come on. It's a gifty. It's a gift deck. This is from Breanna Brong. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. I mean, I have seen pictures of this, but I thought it was like a little deck. And for some reason it looked kind of cheapish, but wow, not at all. Okay, I'm going to do it with my knife. This is so exciting. I think I'm going to handle all my gift unboxings like this, that things show up that I'm not expecting, and I'm just going to go straight to on cam. Cause Breanna, thank you so much. The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Deck and Guidebook, written and illustrated by Kim Krans. Okay. We got a little arrow thingy. Welcome to the, and look at the it's iridescent and rainbowy shiny. That's lovely. Welcome to the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. You will find within. Okay, looky, we got pictures here. There's a box, and there's another box, and there's another box, and a book, and then lots of cards. Large keepsake box with lifting ribbon, 63 full color cards in elegant compact box, illustrated 208-page guidebook. The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Deck is a breathtaking oracle deck and guidebook box set for self-discovery inspired by the creatures, real and mythical, of the animal kingdom. The illustrated cards feature powerful creatures from the forests, streams, deserts, fields, and sky. Celebrate the hidden wisdom of the beings that inhabit our world and beyond, and discover how we are all connected in the great mystery of life. Wow, this is from Harper One, an imprint of Harper Collins Publishers. Holy moly. I mean, this is righteous. This has got, all right, this has got a thing. Hold up, folks. It's in a sheath, and I'm having a hard time getting this sheath to move. I'm assuming, yeah, see, the box opens like that, so I'm assuming the sheath comes off. I don't want to tear it. For God's sakes. I am trying so hard. It's not taped or anything. Oh, for heaven's sake. All right. There we go. I was about to say we're going to be watching a sped up video. Okay, so here we go. Here's the inner box. This is the image I've seen. And we open it up. It has the little magnet snap. I love that. May you always be on the inner quest. Animal Spirit Guidebook, so not hardback, but close to it, by Kim Krans. Oh, look at that. We've got the symbols of the elements. And then we have another beautiful box inside, so serious packaging. And I think it's Hay House, the Mystic Shaman Oracle, that I was grumping about excessive packaging, and I'm going to grump about the same thing here. So, I mean, Harper Collins, look at this. Look at, got all this put together so it folds in there and under there, and then we've got a ribbon and a box and a box and a sheath. So, yeah, excess packaging. This is what we're after, folks, not the packaging. All right, nice box again. That iridescent. A special message: 2 feet, 4 feet, scales or hide. May your minds stay open and our wings span wide. May our minds stay open and our wings span wide. Lovely. And we have another ribbon pull. And, okay, this is interesting. There's where they have the ribbon glued, there's a false bottom in this box because the deck is not as deep as the box. So the box has a fake bottom to bring the deck up closer to the top. Wow, lots of engineering went into a simple deck. All right, images. Bea. Bear is of earth. Do you see the symbol? So the symbols of the elements, triangles. The upward pointing triangles are masculine, are active, the active principle. You can think of like a flame pointing up. The feminine ones are pointing down, triangles pointing down, whatever, you know. You know how that goes. I can't turn my hands around. Triangles pointing down. Now, if you want the easiest way to remember, think about crotches. To put it bluntly, female has a downward pointing triangle. The male has an upward pointing triangle. So the main active and passive masculine feminine elements are fire and water. So just an upward pointing triangle is fire, just a downward pointing triangle is water. Air and earth are kind of the secondary elements, and so if you have the feminine downward pointing with the line, that's earth, that is like what's below. And then the fire, there's a line on the top of the triangle, which is what's above, which is the air. So those are your symbols. Bear. Earthworm. Don't show my son that, he hates worms. Mouse. Oh, they're so sweet. Look at the images. Rabbit. So we've got these lovely little black and white images, pen and ink, and color washes in the background. I like that. Rabbit. Okay, wait, let's go back. So earth, earthworm is earth, rabbit is earth, mouse is earth. So we must be starting with the earth element. Raccoon, also earth. Oh, sweetie. Fox, earth. Snake. Buffalo. Lamb. Elk. Deer. They're so delicate and lovely. Wolf. Hitting all the big totems for me here. Pop in. Pop in on my wolfie, please. Please. Burizu. There we go. Wolf says hi. Spider. Look at the rainbow on that. Ooh. Horse. We are still in earth. Now we are in water. Crocodile. So, curiosity. How many did we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So 14 each. And how many did it say? I don't know where to look. 63 cards. All right, so now we're to water. We have crocodile, stingray, fish. You know what I was thinking the other day? I don't know that I have seen like a bird deck, just all birds, or a fish deck. You know, I would like to see these kinds of things. Starfish, octopus, beaver, oyster, turtle, frog, otter, oh baby, shark. Interesting that we've got some black triangles now. Shark, swan, evil, dolphin, aw, whale, and now we're on to fire. Fire ant, hell yeah. Hyena. Scorpion. Wow, so things that like sting. Lizard. Must be a Komodo. Looks like it. Panther. Tarantula. So we're looking at like scary kind of things here. What? Camel. I guess because a desert creature. Gazelle. Okay, environment. I get it. Cheetah. Tiger. Look at the moon. Cobra. And zebra. And lion. An elephant. Why does it seem like there's more than 14 here? Elephant. Moth. All right. You know I got to check. You know I got to. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So we'll have 56, right? And then 7 for spirit. Is that the way it's going to go? Moth. So here's air, butterfly, bat, firefly. And I love the crossover, you know, that there are mammals of the air and mammals of the water and not just, you know, strictly fish in the water, for instance. Firefly, bee, hummingbird, vulture. I wonder if they've left yet. Around where I live, the vultures come back in March and they leave in October and November. I saw them out last time I was out, so I don't know if they've left yet. Crow, owl, dragonfly, nightingale, peacock, hawk, eagle. All right, it seemed like there weren't as many there. All right, like I said, you know I gotta. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Fire. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, okay, so we are even on the suits. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 of spirit. Phoenix. Ah, gorgeous. Sea serpent. So here we have mythological creatures. Dragon, there's the eye. Golden egg. Black egg. Unicorn. And cosmic egg. Ah, sweet. Okay. They're beautiful. You know, I didn't take a lot of time with the images because the images are just the main symbol. There aren't, you know, other symbols to hook into. So made that part kind of quick. And they shuffle so nice and easily. They feel like regular cards. Thank you so much, Harper Collins. All right, they want me to shuffle them a couple more times. And then let's start to tune in here. I feel so special. Okay. All right. Ancestors and allies, guides and guardians. Come on in the spirit of the gift deck that someone was thinking of me to the point of sending me a gift. What incredible energy and what a gift it is, and what blessings I am sending you to you, Breanna. And what blessings I am sending to the spirit of divination and to this deck. Please, guides and guardians, allies and ancestors, come in, help guide the communication, and bless this deck with the spirit of giving, the spirit of the gift, and the spirit of divination, so that messages may be true and helpful. Now, for you, Breanna, What does Breanna need to know today? What totems wish to speak to her? 3 cards. Situation, action, outcome. All right. They say they're done. We have oyster. Whoops, I've got them upside down. I don't know if they have reverses, but I clearly turned the deck. Oyster, bat, and unicorn. So we have water, we have air, and we have spirit. Emotion, communication, to move things forward. That's what I get right off the bat there. Okay. By Kim Krans, Harper 1. Contents, the eagle meets the rabbit. That's like a 10-page thing. Okay. Talking about, and the whole book is in, it looks like handwritten. I mean, is that, I hope that's not Comic Sans, but, okay. She says, let's, understanding the deck. So when I was 11 years old, I began playing basketball. I was serious about it and practiced hard, somehow landing myself as the co-captain of the team, even though my limbs were thin and lanky. What I did have going for me was a natural knack for leadership and razor-sharp eyes. Rather than calling me by my last name, the coach gave me the nickname Eagle. Gave me a rush. I was both afraid of the name and enamored of it. I envisioned the great bird, ancient and wise, soaring over the earth. Was it possible that was me? Was it true? When I led the team onto the court for pregame warm-ups, I did feel like an eagle. Our team went undefeated through both 7th and 8th grades. We were unstoppable, and then came high school. So, okay, this is talking about just the introduction and their philosophy. And then there's long, long ago. Since the beginning of time, animals have played an integral role in the story of humanity. Creation myths far and wide, you will find complex and transformative relationships between creatures and humans. Talking about going way, way back and connecting with that message. The early cave paintings and how humans connected with the animals. While you work with the animal spirit cards, I encourage you to resist the idea that there is a right or fixed interpretation out there, to resist the notion that our relationship to animals belongs to any one system, nation, era, or culture. Good advice. Instead, contemplate the possibility that these sacred creatures reside within all of us as they always have. Relating to the mysterious creatures of our earth is as intrinsic as breathing. We long for the sacred, and therefore we long for our connection to the wild. Animals take us out of our human ego mindsets and into the realm of magic and possibility. Take part in this tradition, this deeply human tradition, and let the creatures guide you toward the divine within. There could be no greater gift to Mother Nature. Humans, animals, woo, 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 divinity. Yeah. Then natural selection. As you can imagine, the most difficult step in this creating this deck was selecting the animals, who's in and who's out. Cat, dog, cheetah, wolf. All right, so she talks about her selection process, and now creatures of field and forest. Water is creatures of oceans, rivers, and lakes. Fire, creatures of desert and grasslands. Air, creatures of the sky. Spirit, creatures of the ether. Creatures of the spirit element do not live on the earth as we know it. They're inhabitants of a dimension beyond the cosmic ether. Okay, there's the symbols. What's my spirit animal? It's an ever intriguing question. I've also seen things going by lately that says, don't use the term spirit animal, that it's cultural appropriation. Every culture, that it's cultural appropriation from Native Americans, but if you go back to through cultural history, every culture has its sacred animals, has, its animals that they depend on for survival, whether they're food animals or just animals that they encounter in the wild around them that define their experience, that kind of thing. Every culture has sacred animals. So sacred animals or spirit animals, I don't think is an appropriatable thing when you're not really looking in the context of a particular culture. Okay, what to ask? A few questions to get you started. What energy will help resolve this conflict? What will I encounter today? What part of myself have I forgotten? When to ask it? Okay, talking about making reading a ritual, caring for your deck. And I'll say something about this here. When to ask is when you really need to know. I find that it's one thing to do like a daily reading when you're getting to know a deck, or just as a, what do I need to be aware of? But if you're every day going to your cards of, what should I do? What do I need to do today? Please tell me what to do. Please tell me what to do. You are putting yourself squarely in the passenger seat of your own vehicle. So my advice of when to do readings is when you really need to know, when you're getting used to a deck, when you're learning the deck. But if you don't have like a really clear question in your mind when you're getting to learn that deck and you just lay out a reading, the clarity of the answer is equal to the clarity of the question, I guess is what I want to say. So if you're reading every day, or for instance, if you're doing a yes-no reading and you're constantly asking the same question, beyond yes-no questions, if you're constantly asking your deck the same question over and over because you either don't like the advice it keeps giving you or it's not clear, the more you like browbeat your cards and your guides into giving you the answers you want, the more they will fuck with you. So the guidance is, when you get your answer, stop asking. And then when circumstances change to where that answer doesn't apply anymore, then ask again. What do I need to know now? What has changed so that I need to know something new now? Okay. Caring for your deck. Take them out only to read, study, or enjoy the artwork. Otherwise, keep them in their box or pouch. Okay. Shuffling and cutting. Shuffle it before every reading. Yes. Okay. Past, present, future. So we're going to do past, present, future. And that's what we did here. And I said situation, action, and outcome. So we'll stick with that. Card a day, past, present, future, path, the obstacle, relationship spread, year ahead spread, deeper insights, the card order, no numbers. Okay, so this person explains her card order. I would love to see the ones that put the tarot in backwards order do that. You may have already noticed there are no numbers in the animal spirit cards. Once you start to shuffle, it's hard to discern an order within the suits. However, for more advanced readers, there is a thread of logic that runs through each of the elements or suits. You can refer back to the guidebook at any time to study the order in which the cards are listed. Again, this isn't crucial for grasping the meanings of the cards, nor is it a necessary step for delving deeper into a reading. It's simply there as an additional layer. The order is not based on numerology, rather a study of consciousness developing and expressing itself. Okay. The food web. Consider the rabbit for a moment. All right, I'm not going to go the apex predators, the rabbit's food web, the nature connection, the wild unknown animal spirit. Now we're getting to the cards. Okay, so we're going to the suit of water first. And they have nice black pages in between so we can go through easily. Oyster. Okay. So, situation. Patient, secret keeper, hiding inner treasures. The focus and determination of the oyster is unmatched. Anything an oyster personality puts their mind to, they achieve with grace and charm. The only problem is oyster types often take their inner gifts for granted. They become shy or doubtful, and this can lead to withdrawing or protecting their deepest desires in life's work when the oyster card appears. Oh, period. It's hard to see the punctuation. When the oyster card appears, it's important to reveal your inner treasures. What is it you've been hesitant to share? The world is waiting to see. Then at the bottom, we have when in balance, feels blessed, generous, masterful. When out of balance, reluctant, gripping, clams up. So this is great. This would be how you would read reverses if you want to reverse cards, or if they reverse themselves. To bring into balance, share something. Okay, so the situation, this says there's something you're hiding, dear Breanna. There is a treasure. There is a gift that you have not quite felt the worth of, that you don't feel worthy of, or you don't feel it's worthy of other people, and so you're hiding it. You don't trust it enough yet. intuition. And oyster in particular makes its pearls out of annoyances. So when something gets into its shell that is irritating it, it covers it in this beautiful nacre, the mother of pearl, until it becomes this beautiful, luminous, non-irritating pearl. So this is saying that something that was like part of a wound, something that was part of a trauma, that you have now transformed and learned and turned into a pearl, turned into a gem. It's time to share this with the world. This is your authentic wisdom around your very own story, is a gift that you have, and it's time to value that gift and trust that it is worthy so you can begin sharing it with the world. Okay, action to be taken is bat. Okay, so action to be taken: darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns, no more lingering in the past. When in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. So the situation is this gift that's been kept hidden is now ready to be shared, to be valued and shared. All right, but you're still in the place of hiding it. This is talking about letting go and letting something come to an ending. So it talks about the ending of a chapter. It's time to bless that chapter, and to go back to the oyster, talking about what the wound was, what the irritant was that caused you to develop and build skills and learn about it to make it into a strong point now. And the bat says now it's time to close the door on the story of the trauma, on the old part that no longer serves you in the present. Okay, death and rebirth, time to arise. All right. This is an initiatory experience. This is where you kind of, everything changes because you grow up and your brain grows and your soul grows, and then everything is different. And the first thing that happens is the universe tests you on it. So stay grounded in your wisdom. You know what you know. All right. And then unicorn is our last one. Black egg. There we go. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. Okay, so what is the outcome here? If you recognize the value of what you've been through and the wisdom that has given you, so that you can take that wisdom as a gift and close the door on the story and the past, and what happens is you reconnect to your inner divinity. You take off another layer of illusion that makes you think you're separate from Goddess. You lose another layer of that and reveal more of your goddess self, your divine self. This is a long one. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist, perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. Now, unicorn in the 6th chakra. So each of these spirit cards connects to one of the chakras. So It's no surprise the subtle essence of the unicorn resides at the third eye, the exact place from which the unicorn's horn extends. This center is called the Ajna chakra, or command center. The ancient yogis believed it to be responsible for our intellect, intuition, and deepest wisdom. It corresponds to the pineal gland. Some say our two eyes see the past and present, while this third eye peers into the future. I would say it peers beyond the future into eternity, not past, not present, not future, beyond the construct of time altogether, into the vast infinite now, the unity of now, beyond time, beyond space. That's what the sixth chakra is. So it is time to really trust your intuition and your wisdom, my dear. You are here to bring these messages. You are here to uncover your divine self and your divine wisdom and let it flow through you and out to the world. Our journey is our validity. The story we have lived, we own. We own that story. You're not getting your information from outside of yourself. And so somebody else has to tell me I'm worthy, or somebody else has to give me accreditation or give me authority. You know, when you have lived your own story and you're aware of what that story means to you, you are in your validity. You are in ownership of your own story and your own wisdom. So I hope you can let go of the past, claim the riches that have come from what seemed like a worthless situation, and that you can leave the past behind and let divinity shine through you, dear soul, in order to let your message be heard and let your wisdom be heard. Breanna, thank you so much. What a beautiful thing. I don't know. Why am I afraid? Why am I scared of getting all these new decks? It's my own unworthiness bullshit coming up. So that's all there is to it. But what an amazing deck and what an amazing viewer. Thank you again, Breanna. May your blessings return to you threefold, your generosity return to you threefold. And wow, you too can have a reading. Look down below, click on that wish list, decide, and I'm sure when I got another gift deck, the Lightseers Tarot from Minette, she's like, this is one of my favorite decks. So the fact that you can send me something that maybe I don't have and it's like one of your favorites is kind of thrilling, and it gives us a connection, me to you, you know. So again, I can't say thank you enough. I hope everybody else got something out of that. You know, those messages apply to all of us, not just Breanna. Subscribe to my channel. Brain farts. I'm not feeling the greatest today. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can send me a donation. You can send me a deck, and you'll get a reading just like Breanna did. And just show up every day. I show up every day for you. Show up for me. We'll have coffee. We'll talk. You know, we'll hang out. We'll be friends. Okay. And on Wednesdays, I'm here for a live stream at 8:30 Eastern. I hope you'll join us then. Lots of new things to come. I will see you tomorrow, you guys. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. This is the Zen Witch. Blessed be.